Peace, love, and light to the beloved family. Safe practices for crypto beginners. I'm just going to go over a couple things here real quick. Couple things for my people who are just getting into crypto. How to protect yourself, safe practices. Let's jump right into it. Number one, never share your seed phrase. Now, the seed phrase is a series of specific words used to unlock and control your wallet. There are only really two occasions where you should be entering your seed phrase. That's when you set up your wallet and when you're importing your wallet. So, right, if I'm using MetaMask on my same computer at home all the time, I'm probably never going to enter my seed phrase. If I have to reinstall MetaMask, I have to use my seed phrase. If I'm away from home, I'm at grandma's house, I need to move some crypto. Grandma don't have MetaMask. I can install MetaMask, and I'm going to need my seed phrase at that point. Just understand that anyone with your seed phrase can access and control your wallet. So your crypto wallet, whether it's physical or digital, may someday contain thousands, tens of thousands, and hopefully millions, if not billions of dollars in digital assets. So with that in mind, like that's how you want to protect. That's the type of security mindset you want to have for your wallet. Even though maybe you only got $2 in there today, but act as if because this is your bank account. This is the bank. This is what crypto allows you to do, having custody of your own assets where you don't need the bank. So you're going to have to have a security mindset as you manage your wallet, because again, this is your bank account. Imagine your whole bank account being portable, being able to access it anywhere in the world. And that's what your seed phrase does. And you don't want to be sharing that with people, because if they get it, they can control your wallet, they can drain your bank, and you're finished. Right? So with your seed phrase, the best practice would be to write it down and store it in a secure location. You can store it in a safe, somewhere where other people can't get to it. Or you could just memorize it. Now, I heard somebody, they made the point that, well, if you memorize it and then you come down with some illness or you suffer some kind of traumatic brain injury, you have amnesia, then you won't be able to remember you won't be able to access your money. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. But if you memorize it, nobody can get to it unless, of course, you are interrogated and tortured. If you have a family member you trust, you can give them a copy if you decide that you want to write it down. But you want to develop good security habits. You could also encrypt your seed phrase somewhere around your house. Create a mnemonic, create a song, create an acronym, or anything that will help you recall your seed phrase. Just make sure it's not going to be obvious to anyone else. So your wallet interacts with Web3 sites and blockchain protocols. Anytime you go to a site and you see connect wallet, that means you'll be interacting and you're giving that site permission to view your balance and suggest transactions. That's suggest transactions, not make transactions. But when you can connect your wallet, there's a little message that pops up showing you what kind of permissions you're about to allow. So make sure you read that, read it every time, just to be clear, because you don't want nobody trying to slip in a little, the scammers and the hackers out there. They're very, very slick. So no site, no protocol, wherever you go to connect your wallet, never, ever, 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 ever should any site, anyone, or anything ask you for your seed phrase. No one should ever ask for that. MetaMask won't ask for it. Whatever wallet you use, Ledger, they won't ask for it. They don't know it. They don't have it. If you forget it, you can't get it from them. You can't hit up their customer service. They don't know what your seed phrase is. They're never going to ask you for your seed phrase. Unless, of course, you're installing or importing your wallet somewhere. And then that's not them asking for it. That's just part of the setup, when you want to export your wallet. But no one should be asking you for your seed phrase. So if someone does, if a site does ask you for your seed phrase, stop what you're doing and navigate away from that page. All right. Number 2. Let me see what my time is here. Damn, I'm already at 6 minutes. All right, I'll keep it going. Number 2, have a basic understanding of centralized and decentralized. Have a basic understanding of what centralized and decentralized means. So I'm just going to explain it simply in terms of moving your assets. Centralized means there is no central authority that determines, centralized means there is a central authority that determines what goes, meaning they make the rules, they set the community guidelines, and they do it at their discretion. So like YouTube, for example, YouTube is centralized, meaning they create the community guidelines. If they don't like what you're saying, if they don't like your behavior, if they find your activity to be suspect in any way, they can just boot you out of there and you can't use their platform anymore. Decentralized means that there is no governing authority other than the users. And that government is typically in the form of a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. So whereas a corporation is the entity that controls a company or a brand, a DAO controls a protocol or a smart contract platform. The whole idea behind decentralization is basically for the purposes of preventing monopoly so that no one company or not even a handful of companies can dominate and control the internet. The core concept is that the community or the users have ownership. The people who power the platform own it. Now, some people don't believe in this model. It can start to go down the rabbit hole of politics and concepts of democracy and social justice and socialism. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not here to tell you how to think or to convince you to think like me. But remember, the principal purpose for the creation of cryptocurrency was to prevent censorship and to prevent monopoly. So no government, no corporation, no organization can stop the people and put limits on the individual. Now, let's move on. Another practice, number 3, another practice that I learned early on was move a little bit first. Move a little bit first. So if you're using a new blockchain for the first time, or you just set up a new wallet, or you're just trying to test a new DeFi platform, test it first. So if you need to move 10,000 in assets, maybe move 50 first, just to make sure the transaction goes through and it gets to the proper destination. Once your small transaction goes through and you're confident you've got everything set up correctly, then you can start moving the rest of your funds. Number 4, Do not risk what you cannot afford to lose. This is just in terms of, investing. Do not risk what you cannot afford to lose. Don't play with your rent money. Don't play with your car note money. Don't play with your baby's baby formula money. Crypto is fast and furious. It is considered a very volatile asset, meaning price action swings wildly. So just as quick as you got up, that's how quick you can go down. All in the same day. So don't bet the farm and lose and mess around and be eating ramen noodles for the rest of the month, trying to scrape up that rent money. That's all I got for you guys right now. I'll leave it at that. The next video I'm going to do is how to evaluate a token, and its project, or should I say how to evaluate a project and its token. And I'm going to be talking about, how to make sure it's legit. How do you know if it's worth getting involved in? And so I'll talk about that on the next video, but I'll leave it at that. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I'm out. Peace.